Thanks for staying on Joy News today. We'll take you back to the First Lady's residence for that particular ceremony to commemorate International Women's Day. Now, another suicide case has hit the country's university fraternity this morning. A level 400 female student of the University of Ghana, Legon, was found lying in a pool of blood on the ground behind the Akuafo Hall Annex A block. Jennifer Nyako is reported to have jumped from the 5th floor of the Akuafo Hall Annex A block at dawn at the time when everyone was asleep. The latest incident brings the second in a month after another female level 100 student of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology hanged herself in her room. Joy News' Matilda Wamegan was at the University of Ghana this morning to speak to some university authorities on the matter.
So now that the next of kin, that's her parents, have been informed, I mean, we can put it out there that she's a level 400 student, a female student resident of Akuafo Hall, and she was studying family and consumer sciences.
What information did the school pick this dawn regarding her death?
Well, what the Hall authorities and the residents of Akuafo Hall are saying is that probably around 4:30 a.m. At dawn, there was a loud noise that was heard, and later on the porters were alerted, or somebody on the first floor found out that this is what had happened. A lifeless body or body was on the ground, and so the porters went and found that there was a female resident of Akuafo Hall. Obviously, the body was lifeless, so they called in the campus security and other hall authorities, and also mobilized the Legon police who came, and our hospital. So the ambulance was brought in and then took the body and brought the body here to the hospital. Of course, for doctors also to ascertain whether there was any life in the body that they found. Unfortunately, she was dead on arrival, and so it means the hospital has to take the necessary measures to deposit the body.
All I can say is that she had quite a very severe injury, but we would wait till post-mortem is performed before we if it's necessary to put it in public, it's done.
Do we know the degree of injury, sir?
I would want to keep quiet on that in the meantime, because I might say there is something superficial, but post-mortem might prove otherwise.
How bad is it?
I cannot say as of now, but it's as bad as to have killed her.
Now, a 26-year-old Agbelempe branch manager of Mawako Restaurants, Jihad Chabin, who is accused of assaulting Evelyn Boache, a caterer at the restaurant, has pleaded not guilty to all 3 counts put against him. His lawyer, Asafo J, told the Abeka District Court to grant the accused, who is a Ghanaian, bail. Chief Inspector Han Senama, who led prosecution, argued against the request, saying the security of the accused, as well as possible interference with workers at the branch, whom he intends to call as witnesses, should guide the court in declining the request. Victoria Gansa, who heard the matter, declined the request for bail. Lawyer Augustine Asafwije, who represents Jihad Chabin, maintains his client is innocent. Joy News' court correspondent Joseph Akublay spoke to him.
If the court is minded that in the interest of security for all the parties in the action, my client should be remanded, it is only fair that we also comply with what the court will say. If we think there is any other considerations in respect of bail that we intend to consider, we will say do. You see, this may have been hearing a lot of things on the radio, that he was detained for 6 hours, he was put in his face was pushed into the blended pepper. Question is, Was it in when the pepper was in the blender, or where? Could the face have entered the blender? Those are some of the things. Sometimes issues come and you have to ask so that you get the correct facts. You just take the information and incite everybody against. You see, we are people where we have to also look at individuals who commit crime by themselves and not to generalize. Because the way we do our things, if we put people in groups and say they are all criminals, is that fair?
You told the court he's a Ghanaian.
Yes, he is. And the company is a Ghanaian company too. His uncles that you see with fair colors are Ghanaian. The incident that happened has been misrepresented.
What are the facts?
The facts, as we have it now, the fact is that there was a splash of pepper into the face of the lady.
Mistakenly or deliberately?
It cannot be intentional. It cannot be intentional. It cannot be intentional. You understand? And have you bothered to find out whether the following day the girl went to work? The following day the girl went to work. When the incident happened, he was on the night shift. The following day, 7 a.m., she was at work.
Away from that case, technical fields are one of the many areas where many women fail to venture now, as the world marks International Women's Day today to promote gender parity. Joy News' Justice Spade was been to the Akuafo regional town of Bichim to meet the young girls braving the odds to study welding and fabrication in a male-dominated class, and are now even making a machine that can pound your fufu for you. Here is his report.
Tucked away on the outskirts of Bichim in the Akuafo region, these young people are breaking new ground. This is a welding and fabrication class. It's a path less taken by many, and so the numbers here are few, and so are the girls. I've come here to meet 3 of them. Mariama, 21, Ellen, 20, and Rosemary, 22. They're just the few women slugging it out here in a class full of men studying for a job mainly done by males in Ghana.
They said this work is not meant for women.
My mother used to say that I want my daughter to be a nurse or either being a teacher or police. And I asked her why. He said, nowadays everybody is a crutchy.
Girls in Bichim, some of them are there. If they completed junior high school, they don't want to continue their education again. And some of them have completed senior high school, but they are still in the house.
Women are held back from reaching their potential, especially in rural Ghana.
So the ladies, they always talk about staying home, doing that thing, but you have to try, push yourself. You go in force that I can do it. Because if you don't say that, they will always put you back that you are a lady. What a man can do, a lady can do it.
So it's only in Africa where people think maybe the mechanical work or say craft work is done by males. In Bichim, the main occupation here is what? Farming. So they most of the time send their females children to the farm because they don't see the essence of females engaging themselves in the men-oriented jobs over here. But when we started, there were only 2, but now we have 10. So it means they are patronizing.
Many girls have been forced to abandon their dreams because of gender-based stereotypes, which usually makes them feel second fiddle to men. And in this country, this is even more evident in the technical and engineering field. But now, to break the poverty cycle, it is even more urgent that we create a better Ghana where the workplace is more gender sensitive and responds to the needs, especially of women. And the girls here are a shining example of that ideal world. The result of the work these girls do here abound.
They are even manufacturing fufu making machines which would reduce the preparation time for the local staple to less than 10 minutes.
Like you burn fufu, look at your hands. It's not easy, but this one you just switch on your machine and you get your fufu.
The integration of women into the national economy is now urgent. They form the bulk of our country's people, and their future is as critical as everything else, especially on a day like the International Women's Day. Justice Bedu, Joy News, Pechim in the Akuafo region.
And here in our studios in Kokomlemle, my name is Bernice Abubedu.